A Seattle nurse chooses to be part of the solution than being the problem during the COVID-19 crisis. We have Mike Hudson in Everett, Washington. Mike?
How you doing, Anna? Good seeing you. Well, I just want to give you guys current updates for the state of Washington. So according to our Johns Hopkins Coronavirus Resource Center, we have 5187 positive cases and 219 deaths. As many of us already know, we started the mandatory stay-at-home statewide last week, so we're 1 week in. Unfortunately, the numbers are still going up, but there is hope on the horizon that those numbers will start slowing down, and we'll start seeing some results from that. And in addition to that, with President Trump extending the social distancing deadline to the end of the month, April 30th, we're hoping to see a significant decrease in the positive cases as well as the deaths, not only in the state of Washington, but all across the United States. Obviously there's a little give and take in that, meaning, with the many businesses that have to stay closed, especially the restaurants and the small to medium-sized businesses, the financial burden that they're going to have to take is going to be huge. But as far as sacrifices go, that's something that has to be done in order for us to stop this virus. Hopefully, with the stimulus package that will be due within the next 2 weeks, that money can help a lot of these businesses as well as the individuals that have rent due and also other bills that are coming up due as well. Our bureau had the pleasure of interviewing a Seattle nurse who's on the front lines, and I'm telling you, these nurses are they're absolutely just amazing. They're heroes. I saw a quote today that basically said, heroes don't have to wear capes. And, these nurses and these medical personnel, they embody the term hero. And so we had the pleasure of speaking to Reggie Truspero. I'm out of Seattle. And she first became a nurse because it was, financially rewarding, and it gave her the opportunity to travel the world and see a lot of different things, and also give her the opportunity to exude her compassion and respect to others. So in this clip, we have her discuss as to what she feels when she goes to work nowadays, especially with the COVID-19 virus upon us.
So I am Reggie. I live here in Kent, Washington, our state of Washington. I chose to become a nurse, well, initially because it was financially rewarding. And back then in the Philippines, it's always, a good passport to come out of the country and explore the world. So that was about it before. But then over time, I realized that, it was a very noble profession wherein, it entails a lot of compassion and respect for patients. So that's how I choose still to be in the nursing profession. So, yeah, it is very sad to know that we have this pandemic going on everywhere now. And as frontliner, well, I cannot deny that I feel an extra amount of fear and anxiety when I go to work. But over time, or like when you go there and just do your job, it's being a part of the community and just doing your job, making sure that you become a part of the solution and you are of service to the people in need. So as a parting message for everybody, we have to contribute in making a solution to this problem. I urge that all of us listen and obey as far as what our government is saying. If we have to stay home and be safe, then let's do it. I think the problem here right now is not just the ones who are afflicted with the COVID-19, but more especially for the ones that don't really listen for the advisory of the government. And as far as my family is concerned, you know, we are very vigilant in protecting ourselves, especially me, who is more exposed to this. But with prayers, you know, this is our best armor and protection. And just always pray and have that faith that everything will be good. That's it.
So, you know, as you saw in the clip, Reggie said a very important thing is especially through this tough time, it's important to always remember that we should focus on being a part of the solution rather than compounding the problem. I think it's very easy, especially this time when things aren't going your way, is to just really delve into, you know, the negativity, you know, just giving up and being like, you know, this virus is just going to take us out. No, that's definitely not the answer. You know, we should do what Reggie said and you know, obey what the government is giving us. Like what our great anchors said before, you know, stay home if we need to. If we need to get essential things, get them, but go in and out. But for the most part, just obey, continue to focus on the positivity and the solution. And no doubt in my mind, we'll be able to get through this. So from Everett, Washington, I'm Michael Hudson, Eagle News. We live in interesting times.